Hello, it's Joe. Hi, friends. Happy top of the week to you. How is everybody doing today? Show me the Monday. It's here. This is it. For Jackie, welcome. Black Viper, good to see you. ASMR, Short Extent, how have you been? Shorty Bows, very low, bows, duh. Very low and very gracefully, but very slowly just in case. I appreciate the very purposeful bow. Slash bow. Cathedora, Black Silver, I tapped a story notification and got sent to stream. Oh, so I guess I should do more of those, huh? I'm trying to be better at just being more proactive on, all those tools that they give us on the internet. For Gaseous Rex, Tesno, Zeri, welcome in everybody. How are y'all doing? Xavian, TMK, Black Viper, thanks. It's like a kind of sailory onesie. I don't know if it works with the skirt, but they were the same color, so I figured why not. But I think it's cute. I like it. I feel like it needs like a black belt or something in between, but I just don't have one of those. Brian, what's up? Thank you for 38 months and a streak at that. Thank you very, very much. For Xavian, I don't know if you saw that, but that's what I posted for the announcement for stream for like the Twitch story and my Twitter thing. When I was getting ready, I think it's because the color of her jacket is this like maroon, and I got kind of her like curlies going on. I was like, damn, I'm giving like Aerith vibes today, which is always a good thing, I think. It's been an absolute joy being here, Ben. That just made my heart smile. That was so sweet. Thank you, Ben. Could I play something for you to say thank you? I would love to. No pressure. I do know a certain song that you like, but of course I want to leave that option available for you to pick. Joe, what's up? It's wonderful to see you. Let's see here. As for myself, I had a really nice weekend. I kind of just took it easy, and I've been really digging back into my routine. I think since I'm obviously in a place where I can make my own schedule, purposely making a schedule is very, very important to me, and I'm just working to find out what that balance is. I was having some pain in my legs, but I rested up and I'm able to go back to the gym, which has been great. I've been trying to go basically every day, like usually 6 days a week. And that's been really, really good for not only my physical health, but my mental health. And then I did a ton of violin practice. I might do some sight reading today because I was having a blast going through my very structured, typical routine, which I just haven't had as much time for as of late because I've been focusing on my vocal lessons and recording. For Noxious, welcome over on YouTube. 6 days a week is a bit hardcore. I agree. But again, since I work from home, I feel like the ritual of going out of the house every day and having a very specific purpose has just been so good for me. And just being around people, even though I don't really talk to anybody while I'm there, I find it's easy for me to slide into the habit of being quite reclusive. And some days are easier than others. I usually just focus on cardio and basic weight training. But even for my weight training, I'm only lifting 5-pound weights. So it's very low key, just enough to keep, my body moving and also to, again, get me out of the house. And obviously, I think you can guess from my practice routine, where I try to practice a minimum lately of 2.5 hours of violin every day and then an hour of another instrument. I just really like repetitious, focused mindset exercises, and that translated to actual exercise. But don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on it, making sure I'm being healthy. I submitted a request for a trainer. I wanted to get a trainer for just 2 days to make sure I'm doing everything in a healthy manner, but I haven't heard back, so maybe when I go after stream today, I'll ask at the counter and see if I can get that ball rolling. We've had off and on random thunderstorms, and it looks like that's continuing throughout the week here in Nashville. Every day has like a little rain cloud on it, but I think all the percentages are like below 50, so it's just gonna be little, peekaboos of rainstorms. An hour of other instruments didgeridoo. I think I've probably put in a total of 15 minutes on the didgeridoo, and I still can't make a sound with it. I don't get it. Today is the 5-pound dumbbells. Next year we'll see you in a bodybuilding competition. Absolutely not my intent. It was actually when I was studying lessons with Julia, a fellow streamer, Julia Dina. We love her, follow her. She's an amazing violinist. She was telling me that it can be really, really good for violinists to do very light arm training to help you just have endurance and keep your arms obviously in good health. With violin, your arms are always held up, so that blood flow is not as actively up in there. So it's super, super important and worth extra exercises and stretches to make sure that you're practicing in a healthy manner. Amictastic, I get you again in a stream? Within a week, how lucky can a girl get? How are you doing? Party people on a Monday, you scandalous. Look at you. Kate, welcome, how are you? But yeah, things been good. Like I said, I've been really enjoying my practice routine with the violin. And the other instrument I've been focusing mainly on lately is the piano. And I'm so stoked, Cathedora. I've made so much progress with Beautiful. I've made a goal for myself that I want to have at least like 5 songs where it's no loops. I just sing and play on the piano, and 5 where I sing and play on the guitar. I feel like this will help bring more variety to the stream and help with pacing in between loops and playing over, orchestrated video game pieces. And I am getting so close. It's getting a lot stronger. I tried to send you a message in Discord, but it was too long. That fingering's hard. Oh, that's not the resolution. E flat? Yeah, okay. So for I would say I've been practicing that for a more extended period, maybe for 3 days. So that's really good progress. And I started working on learning the piano part for all your favorite bands because I have enjoyed looping it, but I feel like it would be better if I just play it on the piano and have it be a raw, sweet, simple performance. So yeah, the wheels are turning. I'm gonna try and play and sing that piece today. Again, it's a work in progress, but the only way I'm gonna get better at it is if I keep trying. And yeah, otherwise the priority list is open. As many of you have probably noticed, I've been experimenting with some different kind of methods and strategies with streaming lately. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been trying to do more live arranging in the moment for a piece I haven't done before. And for those, sometimes it takes a bit longer, which is very hard for me to overcome my fear of. But ultimately, If anyone has stumbled on the channel just now, welcome, by the way. What I'm doing here, I guess, is I play over video game soundtracks. I listen to them and write out the sheet music myself. I have 6 binders filled with video game music, so if you like that stuff, I have you covered. And I also make loop arrangements of covers where I sing on top, playing all these instruments and more, and do instrumental video game loops as well. And then I'm gonna do just piano, guitar, singing performances. Sometimes I do live transcriptions where I actually write out the sheet music and you can watch me do it. So it's a lot of things. And well, of course I worry about how cohesive all these things are. I'm trying to hush that fear because all of these things are important to me. And at the end of the day, that's what I want this channel to represent. So, yeah. For Josh, did you see my post? And that's why you're saying that? As I was getting ready today with the color of this and like, I think having some curls in my hair, I was like, damn, I'm giving off Aerith vibes today and I'm so here for it. I'm gonna change the title of the stream to that. Dun, dun. I'll just say Aerith vibes. I was scared if I typed that, people would be like, you're so arrogant, how could you say that? But that's clearly my inner fears at work and not reality. For Vahi over on YouTube, welcome. How are you? How was your weekend? Overall, I've been pretty fortunate in the realm of online hatred. Knock on wood, knock on wood. No, 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 stay away. Anyway. Let me do like 2 or 3 Joe picks and then we'll get in with our first priority request for the fantastic Bayan who wants to hear my loop arrangement of 1,000 Years. Since we were talking about Aerith vibes, I think I'm going to start with some chill Final Fantasy VII. So why don't we do Farm Boy, followed by A Head on Our Way, and then I'll do Aerith's theme. And then we'll do our loops. For Martin over on YouTube, welcome. Are you the Martin I typically see in YouTube, Twitch chat? Did you ever hear of Epica? They're a Dutch symphonic metal band. Please check them out. I mean, that sounds interesting. Okay, sorry, different Martin. Oh, I should have remembered. Yeah, see, as we talked about the flag, which I can remember. Oh no. Oh, I want to check before I guess. Yeah, I remembered Netherlands. Oh, I'm remembering things. I try my best to remember things that you guys tell me. And Zach over on YouTube, welcome as well. I hope everyone's doing well. So I'm going to start with Farm Boy, and there's a particular rendition done by a wonderful remixer by the name of Juke Remix. And if you like what you hear, check them out. Again, that's Juke Remix. I feel like I've heard of the name Epica. A lot of you guys already know this about me who've known me for a little while, but for a while I was playing in one band in particular that was very like theatrical heavy rock. And through that, I got to meet and learn a lot about like how strings are involved in the world of metal and rock, which was an amazing insight to gain, you know? Mr. Diddy. I love saying your name so much. Mr. Diddy. Thank you so much for the resub. Please let me know if there's something that I can play for you from the song list to say thank you. No pressure, but it's there if you'd like. For ASMR, I've said before, but of all the cosplays you've done, Aerith is the one you look the most like. Your face is similar to hers. That is truly a wonderful compliment to receive. Thank you. I still remember, I shouldn't remember these things, but when I first did the Aerith cosplay, a random person came into chat and was like, why are you dressing like her? You don't look like her. And I was like, because that's what cosplay is. You just dress as someone. Don't make it too complicated. I'm having fun. As always, I know this is probably really frustrating. I was recording this past weekend. I got a lot of vocal recording done. I'm very excited to get to share that with you. And with that, I do have to change some settings while I'm recording. I know the rough area of where everything should be, but I'm going to be tweaking a little bit with it. Also, I decided recently to pull back the reverb on my violin a bit more. Yes, I feel like it's going to make me a better player. And I hope that it still sounds okay. I can put it up again for streams. Like there's some tracks where reverb just blends better with the pre-existing track, but I feel like it's helping my playing reach a stronger level. For Martin, once again, thank you so much for the super chat over on YouTube. I've been really honored and happy to see that more and more people seem to be finding the YouTube lives. I'm sure most of you guys already know this, but Twitch is my main platform and live streaming on YouTube is very new for me. So for the core group over there, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. It's really helping me, and I appreciate you very much. For Martin, no pressure, but since you super chatted over there, the song list is in my, the About Me in the video. And if there's a song you want to hear, if you type it in chat, I'm happy to do that for you to say thank you. No pressure if you're chilling, though. For Mr. Didi, you want to hear Tifa's theme? You got it. We're just having like a Final Fantasy morning. 7 in particular. For Luthians, thank you very much for the follow, as well as Wet Lou. Thank you very much. I'm old-fashioned, only got YouTube. I mean, I spend probably equal amounts of time on YouTube and Twitch. Like, honestly, more than I watch TV. I guess, I have Crunchyroll, which I spend a lot of time on, but those are probably the 3 main entertainment things in my household. Cathedora, you are the best. Mod appreciation. I felt so bad when I told the mods that I was also going to be dual streaming for YouTube, but you guys are so on top of it and amazing, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. How's the fur baby? Well, he did get ejected already. That boy, he's just been so needy lately. My cat, Kimchi. I hung out with him on the couch last night. We watched a bit of streams before we went to bed, cuddled with me all night, and the second I woke up, just starts screaming at me for attention. I'm like, dude, I just gave you so much attention. And he's been biting my ankles, wanting to play fight, and yeah, like the second I sat down in this chair, he just jumped on the keyboard and started running around. I'm like, dude, no. Since I'm not hearing crying right now, I think it's safe to say that he found his comfy spot downstairs in the sun. There's like a spot where the sun filters in and he just likes falling asleep there. So I think I'm safe for at least another 2 hours. We'll see if he can hold out till the end of stream. It's like a 50-50 chance. Trip over on YouTube, what's up? It's no big deal. Usually multiple of us are watching over here as well as Twitch. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Ahead on our way. And then we're going to do Aerith's theme. Oh no, well, let's do Ahead on Our Way, and then Tifa's theme, then Aerith's theme, and then I'm going to get into our priority requests. For Martin, when I pulled up the flag to check, it's just doing like a little slideshow of the Netherlands on this monitor. And oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. I want to go out and travel. I have my passport. I just haven't used it in a long time. Ooh, itchy. I'm itchy in so many places. Ugh. Okay. Oh. I have 2 tracks at the same time. It's kind of a Joe classic. I do that quite often, unfortunately. You're more than welcome. I got the approval, y'all. Watch out, Netherlands, here I come. I have mentioned before, but one of my dreams is to not just travel the world, but I want to find a specific violin teacher in various countries around the world and study with them for 2 weeks and learn about like kind of the native traditional violin playing for that area. That is a dream of mine. I want it so badly. I just don't really know where to get started. I figured maybe the safest first go would be to go to Ireland, because I do have some family that live there, where if I'm having a hard time, I can call my extended relatives and be like, please, can we go to the pub and hang out, please? And of course, there's an abundance of Celtic music, which I've already gotten started with, but open your mind and become a better person. I feel like, yeah, like it would just be really good for me and help me find some more inner strength and confidence, and also just see outside myself a bit more, you know? But anyway, maybe one day. Ooh. Playing with less reverb is definitely scaring me. but I feel like I'm more in control with the decisions I'm making and like how to make certain sounds happen. For B-Wade, welcome. How are you? And Sequellance. Made me smile seeing you pop in again. It's good to see you. Are we ready to continue our beautiful Final Fantasy VII journey? I almost said 9. I feel like I've talked about Final Fantasy 9 like every stream lately. You like the kilt? Thank you. Apparently an authentic quilt is like extraordinarily expensive, but it has a lot of deep meaning, so I guess that makes sense. It's like the colors and the pattern, and I think even the type of plaid is reflective of like your family, like your lineage. I have a bunch of not authentic kilts. What occasion do you get to break them out for? I'm curious. When I was in the pirate band that I played for a couple years, our bass player wore his kilt, and it was like a real one, like his real family one, which was cool. Jeff. Tifa's theme, and then let's do Aerith's theme. Then we'll do our priority requests. Family Crest has a cat on a knight's head. I'm biased, but I'm quite a fan of that. That sounds wonderful. I love that, Peter. Nothing wrong with that, Peter. I was so excited to see her that I played a B natural instead of a B flat. Just a little bit of sound texture. For Martin, by the way, your English is totally fine. I understand you perfectly fine. I can only appreciate music. Music is emotion for me. I will never say that I have shed a tear. I'm an old man. I feel like music has brought me to tears so many times, and often on the stream. That's not a rare occurrence. I have feelings, okay? Also, Lefty, it's so good to see you. I think I saw you last stream, but I got kind of caught up in everything going on. I always try to make sure I welcome everybody when I haven't seen them for a bit, so it's really great to see you. How have you been? And Mr. Smith, thank you so much for the super chat over on YouTube. I really appreciate it. That song list is in chat, or in the About Me. I'm learning the different lingo of Twitch and YouTube. If there's a song you want to hear, just let me know for Mr. Smith. Thank you. For Atikin, welcome. I almost wanted to say Anakin. If it just didn't have such a strong Star Wars connection, I feel like that's a really cute name for like a kid. Anakin. But then they'd always be the Star Wars kid. Also, y'all are wild talking about how freeing your guilt is. I see the context. Hoagie, welcome. It's good to see you. How are you? And Juno. So I think we've reached... Oh, of course. It's time for Air theme. Greetings from Poland. Hi, Verwizu. Welcome. Greetings from Nashville, Tennessee, in America. How are you today? It makes me so happy to see that the morning streams really have helped me meet some more lovely European friends. I really appreciate you guys and your company. All right, Aerith's theme. Pause this. For Three King Love, Ohio. If you wanted to display an Anakin costume in a store, would you use an Anakin manic? I walked into that. That felt really good today. That was fun. Oh, it's always so validating to like have a couple days where I do a really tedious violin practice and then I can feel it when I actually just get to play. I've been standing at this stand over here and I put on a stream and I've been practicing a lot of violin lately, which has been so fun. I was thinking I might do some sight reading today, if that's okay with you guys. Just like no tracks, just sight reading through some classical stuff to help keep up my routine. For Affectionate Scar and Pythagorat, we got double lovely resubs there. Thank you so much, both of you, for 50 and 41 months. That is so very many months. I really appreciate you both. Thank you so much. And if there's something I can play for either of you, please let me know. For Blocka and Mountain Man over on YouTube, welcome. How are both of you today? Oh, I totally missed that. There's no yeah, that happened. Damn it! Dang it, Jove. Let's see. For Ben, is it okay if I keep out sight reading, or I keep doing tracks before, or at least till the hype train's over, and then I can do the loop for you? I feel like doing loops over a hype train makes me kind of stressed. I'm like, I feel like I should be more engaged with chat. Let's do To Xanarkand. I like weirdly haven't done that in a long time. Great now. That makes me happy. Nashville, that's on the bucket list of places to go. Would like to check out would be the Gibson Garage. I actually haven't been there either. Nashville's super fun. The only thing I will warn you about, though, is we do not have a lot of public transportation. So if you come to Nashville, you're really going to want to stay in a spot that's near the places you want to go. We don't have like a subway or, you know, a rail system. We have one bus line, and it's not that great. So that would be something I would recommend. Also, I would recommend seeing a show at the Ryman. That is hands down, I think one of the best things you can do in Nashville. It is a fantastic venue. It's so beautiful. Hey, Colin! Arisa! How are you? It's good to see you. Scar, if she has a favorite one, maybe I can play it. Or a favorite Final Fantasy. Takidane. That's in Japanese, right? What would that mean? I've been doing my Japanese lessons now for officially over a year, like 2 days over a year. I'm still not very good, but I understood more than I have when I watched One Piece last night, so that was kind of cool. Oh, is this the one with the vocals? I don't have this one, but I can do another Final Fantasy X. We could do like Yuna's theme. And then I promise, Ben, I'll do yours. Please check out Epica Arcana Live. If not for you, that is okay. Music is emotion. Epica makes me cry. I'll definitely check it out after stream. I would listen to it now, but I have to be so careful with DMCA stuff, which is why I only really play over video game music with tracks. Otherwise, I make everything myself, because I don't like getting in trouble. I don't like breaking the rules. I'm not a rule breaker. Let's see here. For Colin, I can't remember if I said, but you do get a priority request if that's something you like. I have a habit of repeating myself. I think most of you guys know that about me by now. Konnichiwa. This is a rendition by TPR, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you enjoy what you hear, definitely check him out. Amazing pianist, arranger. Yes, Yuna's theme. It starts getting so high up there that you have to like push other fingers out of the way to be able to play them in tune. And even though they're so soft and delicate, you have to fight that instinct and press way harder up there. It's closer to the, oh, camera's over here. Since it's closer to the bridge, that means that the tension is a lot stronger up here. So you have to press super hard. Even though it's like soft and emotional, you have to just give it all you got. But I'm so far feeling really happy. I mentioned earlier, but I've been turning down the reverb slowly but surely a little bit more over the past like 6 years I've been doing this. I definitely used a fair bit at first because I was scared, and let's be real, it just sounds nice. But I'm pushing myself to keep trying to use less and less and less and rely on just my pure tone, because it's going to help me become a better player if I'm actively listening and not getting kind of that forgiveness, you know what I mean? Even though it's way more comfortable. The song has kind of an emotional, kind of sad, maybe feeling. If you've played Final Fantasy X, I think you can understand a bit more as to why those feelings are there. But I think you're onto something. Oh man, I kept thinking that I've been sick, but I think I just have some summer allergies. Not as bad as the spring one. In April, I feel like my allergies get so bad that I can't even like function. But you can hear a bit in my voice. I'm gonna do my very best with singing today. Maybe on my next break I'll get a cup of tea. I'll make a cup of tea or something. Actually, speaking of break, believe it or not, we're about to hit an hour of streaming already. Poor Ben, I've made you wait so long. I hope you're still here. I'm gonna give my whole heart into your request for 1,000 years. When I come back from my break, it will be our first loop of the day, first singing loop. And I am going to, like I said, take my quick break. I just need like 3 minutes to check in with myself, make sure I feel good and ready to go. Just to show some support and help Joe to keep making a living from this Martin. I think I gotta read backward. Let's see. Oh, what is the donos for? Can someone explain? So basically, because of live streaming, I'm able to support myself through doing this currently, which is amazing. It's a bit scary sometimes, but I'm riding it as long as I can. So all the donations go towards just helping me be a full-time musician, just helping me pay the bills. Yeah, but no pressure, of course. So just if you want to and can, it helps out a lot. I do still do freelance whenever I can. Like I usually have a couple freelance gigs a month, playing for churches or bands or recording for an artist. And I do teach a few students still. So I try to, make sure I'm widening my safety as much as I can. But I will admit most of it is through Twitch currently. So all the support helps me make more music. Oh my goodness! Martin! It looks like when it translated to USD, it was like $64. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please let me know if I can play something for you. I might have to look into, I don't know if we can get the YouTube donos to apply for the weekly one. I can physically put it in, I think, after stream. But Martin, really, that was incredibly generous. Thank you so much over on YouTube. And please, if there's anything I can play for you from the song list, you can find the list in the about for the video. And really, again, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm beaming. I'm so happy. That was so nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I need to take that quick break. And when I come back, we're going to do our first singing loop of the day. Thank you guys. I feel really, really lucky. And, it doesn't go over my head that I'm only able to do this because of you. So thank you. I know that that's an opportunity so many would do anything for. So thank you. I'll be back in just a few minutes, and I adore you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, I am back. Thanks, y'all. I know that was a little longer than I usually do. I was making a cup of tea. I feel like I'm having a little bit of allergies, so I thought that might help. And I need to let it steep for 10 minutes, 10 to 15. Okay. Mental note for my shelf. So we are moving on to our first loop of the day for the wonderful band who wants to hear 1,000 years. Move my water over here. All right, let's see. So I would like to start with piano, and then we'll layer some strings, and I'll sing on top of it for you guys. Awesome. Just doing a little pre-setup here. Violin. And I'll put that on track number 3. Duplicate a bunch of these. And then this one will be voice. Perfect. Before I move on, let me save the changes I made so I don't need to do it again next time. I'm trying to be more proactive about that. Each song I do has different settings that I need to put in. I'm getting better at kind of managing somewhat of a system for all of it, but it's been taking a bit of a learning curve. I love these Octopath Traveler night songs. They're so pretty. I like anything where I feel like the voice is used as an actual instrument. Like, of course it always is to a degree, but you know what I mean? Also for Millbucks over for the follows, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Okay, I am ready. No, I'm not. I need sheet music. All right. This is the binder I need. Perfect. So I've been practicing piano and I want to get better at like incorporating the melody in the chords. That's been my big goal this year. So let me turn this on auto so I can control the volume of the piano as I go. So it's an E flat. Oops, F. I meant F the chord, not F like I failed, but I guess both are applicable in this situation. No, F natural. F again! Simple, but that's all we need. And then the chorus is sounds fine, I think. I already recorded the guitar to help this move a bit faster. Some loops I do from scratch. Some I like to record something to not take up as much time. For Chris, thank you. The more I'm washing it, the more of the red's coming out, which I really like. I think next time I get my hair cut, I kind of want to get almost like lighter red colors. I almost want to commit to being a redhead. For Hugo Bling Bling, thank you for the follow, by the way. Thank you. permanent scar. That's another vote towards being a redhead. It's just so expensive. I try to wait a long time in between to save. My hair's so long, and to get it colored and cut is so expensive for a girl. But it's fun. Okay, 1,000 years. It should have been. Oh, it's always the F. Okay, I can do this. Crew 2, thanks for the follow. For 1,000 years, I love you for 1,000 more. Color it with the blood of your rival musicians. Luckily, I don't feel like I have rivals in the sense that I'm competitive with anybody. I feel like, as it is with a lot of things in life, you can't really get anywhere as a solo endeavor. So I try to view everyone that I meet, even if they're better than me, as like potential to learn from them and like get better, you know? I know that sounds like super cheesy, but it's really true. Let's see. I'm gonna do violin now. Let me turn off the auto for the piano, and I think we are good to go. record the strings, I make them loud as I'm doing it because it's exciting. But we need it lower when the vocals come in. Hedges! How are you? It in the wrong spot. That's why I can't hear that really high note. There it is. All right, let me get the balance on this one. Thank you everybody so much for being here. We're gonna sing our first song today, 1,000 Years. I hope you enjoy. Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. I have died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. I have died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. I've died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. I've died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. I died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. I died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. Woo! First singing song of the day. I was doubting myself on the high notes, but I'm trying to just go for it lately. Did you say you're singing your first song? That was it. That was the song. For Mountain Man, thank you. Thank you so much. Also, music and composing over on YouTube, welcome. Some years ago, I started listening to the covers done by Symphony Productions musician. You even sing the song, yes. Believe it or not, when I first started streaming, it was like pulling teeth to try and get me to sing. I was way too scared to do it. But your guys' encouragement has made me just continue to give it my all. And as many of you know, I've been taking voice lessons recently to try and conquer my fears a bit. Loopsy, what's up? How are you? It's good to see you. I do need to throw out the tea bag in this tea. I'm having a little bit of allergies today. I'm just gonna take this to the next room and take out the tea bag and throw it out real quick. The question I always have with this one, for Hedge is welcome by the way, is it because of the loop that keeps you from singing and the all along I believed I would find you, time has brought your heart to me? Does it not work with the loop? It would make the loop twice as long. Like, I do love those lyrics, but I try my best with the loops to see if there's any reasonable corners that I can cut without taking away, like, you know, the meaning of the piece. But yeah, the reason I don't sing the second half of the chorus is, yeah, if I loop all the vocals, it would take twice as long. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me take care of this tea real quick, and then we will do... Oh, it's a Joe pick. I kind of want to do maybe First Day of My Life. The Bright Eyes cover. Maybe I'll do that. But first things first, just give me one moment. I'm gonna go off camera and take care of the tea. There we go. Tea Acquired. Yeah, for this Bright Eyes cover, it's funny because it was one that I stopped playing for a while because I don't know, something just like didn't feel right about it with my performance. And then I sat down watching a stream and was noodling around on the guitar. And you've mentioned, or you might have heard me mention, that I'm trying to get better at piano where I can play melody while accompanying myself. And I have similar goals with the guitar. And when I figured out how to play the melody with the guitar, I felt like it all made sense, the rendition that I wanted to do of this song. Like, I feel like with all the covers that I do, somewhere in my head, I know the way I want to do it, but I have to try a bunch of different things before I get there. But it's really important to me to try my best when it comes to covering a song, to do whatever I can to make it somewhat transformed. Like in a way where it feels like it's my own version, even though it's a cover, you know? Right. For tea, it's probably sipping temperature now. Once again for Loop D, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for 20 months. Please let me know if I can play something for you. And for Gary Arnold UK, welcome. I record using Ableton Live. When I do my polished, more produced recordings, I combine, I usually start in Ableton and then I do the final edits in Logic. Yes, Logic was the first DAW that I learned how to use, but Ableton's just so great for arranging on the spot, and I feel like it helps me work quickly to figure out how to put something together and figure out how I want to do it, you know? So I guess it's a combination of those things. For Penguin, when I saw your name, I immediately thought of Moist Critical, and I was like, oh my god, is Charlie here? No request for today, I'm just happy to be here. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Rocking the Monkey D. Luffy mug today. I like these ones for tea as they're freaking huge mugs. I also have the Zoro cup too. Zoro. No. That song always makes me think of the time you performed that song and the loop got stuck and kept repeating, I have died. I have a vague memory of that. That's hilarious. Will, get back to work. What are you doing? I see you're still alive. What are you trying to pull here? Oh, you're lovely. That's lovely. So let's see. First day of my life. Oh, that song in the background. It's a track from a video game called Bravely Default. I think it's that, I always forget the word for it, Mellotron? It's that thing that like the Beatles really used in a lot of their records. I don't think it's Mellotron. Sorry, thank you for gifting a sub to Matt Fox. Oh, I forgot I was gonna do that. Melodotron? No, I don't know, whatever. I feel like I'm scarred from Stairway to Heaven because I used to work at a music retail store and I heard so many people start that song and make a mistake and then start over and make a mistake and start over. It was like the worst. Also, working at the retail music store, I heard this on the pianos freaking all day, every day. I was like, oh my god, stop. Please stop doing that. Well, that's mean. You're being mean. You're being condescending. But yeah, those are the two memories. Actually, there's one more, and then I'll play the song. When I was new at the store, they made me work the worst shift, which was Monday night. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is Monday night the worst night to work there? And it was because it was a free drum jam that was so out of tune that over the speakers, they blasted a metronome to try and keep everyone in time. It was a pure nightmare that I would not wish upon my worst enemy. It was horrible. It was so bad. It drove me crazy. Emphasis with reverb. I have lots of stories relating to working retail, if you were curious. But I'm grateful I got it. Like, I got to work a little bit, not necessarily food industry. I worked at Starbucks for a while, and then retail. I'm happy that I got both of those experiences. And then I worked as a teacher for a while, and then odd jobs like camp counseling. I was also a newspaper girl for a while, and I loved that. That was so fun. I just got to bike around, and I feel like everyone was expecting like some sort of little boy, so when they saw me do it, they were like, oh, like, and it was super friendly and nice. My trigger song is Sweet Home Alabama. I worked a job where one of the managers rotated between sites, and then he was in the state, his office was next to mine. Oh, and he'd leave his phone in his office but forget to turn off the ringer, so I heard a very chirpy version of the intro all freaking day. Yeah, that's another guitar earworm for sure. I'd be lying to say I haven't learned the beginning of all the songs I've just mentioned, though, so I'm not excluding myself. I am a drummer, and that is a vision of hell. The drum jam, oh my god. It was a nightmare. I enjoyed food service more than retail, though. Retail stressed me out because the managers would be like really hounding you to sell and trying to upsell people. And I felt like I didn't want to feel like I was trying to trick people into buying more expensive things. I didn't like that. It made me feel like a bad person. I'd be like, if you're just starting piano, just get this like $100 one. You don't need the $1,000 one. And then my manager would be like threatening to fire me. But luckily, through retail, after doing that for a few years, I managed to sneak my way into the teaching department and then did that for a couple years. So it led somewhere. Okay. Let me make sure I remember how to do this melody here. For Shashaba Shweep, welcome, hooray, we get to see you, how are you? The key is working retail, working in the back room and stocking shelves. My favorite guy worked in the back room. I felt like he was like my Nashville dad, Don. When I ended up quitting, I wrote him a letter and I left it on his desk. I really wanted to say bye to him and say thank you to him. He was so nice to me. Like, I remember I got tricked. I'm still so mad about this. I got tricked into applying a tax write-off for a guy who said he was purchasing a piano for his church, but he used his personal credit card, and I didn't realize that. And I got screamed at by my boss, and I went into the back room and was crying, and Dawn came over and was so supportive, and he like helped me fix the whole issue. So I was really sad when I left to say bye to him, and I wanted to hug him goodbye, but he wasn't there. So I just left the note on his desk, and I'm not exaggerating. This actually happened. I walked out to my car, saying bye to everybody, and I hear my name called, and I turn around and he's running out and gave me the biggest hug, and it was like all glazed in his eyes. And he's just like, I wish the absolute best for you. I'm gonna miss you. I was like, oh. Oh. What a wonderful man. I love that guy. I don't think he knows that I'm streaming. done this for a bit. No, it would be... Oh no, I didn't do it on the downbeat, so it cut out. Okay, where's the downbeat? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I made a chord mistake and it's gonna bug me. Joe. I am such a butt head. Okay. I'm so sorry, everybody. Focus, you can do this. I can do this. Okay, 2. There it is. Oh, Lord. These things there's no telling. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, let's do some strings and I'll sing. Wondering if I could come home. Let's get a bit more guitar in our ears. That's a tambourine, that's not a guitar. Just breathe. Yes, you're right. For Joseph and YouTube, welcome. messed up the end of that. Okay. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. I went out in the rain and everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. Think I was blind before I met you. Now I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. So I thought I'd let you know that these things take forever. I especially am so. But I realized that I need you, and I was wondering if I could come home. I remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning. And I thought it was strange that everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, it could go anywhere with you. And I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, with these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for the paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me. remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning. And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, with these things there's no telling, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd rather be working for the paycheck than waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me. That felt really good today. Besides the struggle to actually get it building, I realized what I need to start practicing is recording, like off stream, recording myself going straight from like verse to chorus with the guitar lines. Because if I can do the guitar all one take and all the strings, these will move so much faster, and I feel like the quality of the channel will get so much better. I just have to keep trying. Also, is my YouTube stream still running? It froze on my iPad. I just hope we're still live. I think we are. Why frozen? Well, that was fun. I do want to try and sing Beautiful by Carole King while playing it on the piano. It's something I'm still working on, so then I have some mistakes on it, but I made a big goal for myself to get better at piano this year and also have songs on the song list that aren't just loops where I'm actively singing and performing an instrument at the same time. So this might be a little rough, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I want to try and do Carole King's Beautiful. Or I should check to see if Cathador is here. I know that they really like the song. They were asking for a while if I'd add it back to the song list. For Aquashot, welcome. And Pythagrat, how are you? It's good to see you. Yes, okay, if they're away from keyboard right now, I might do something else instead for now. Oh, you're lurking. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna try. I've spent a good 3 days for a few hours really working on this. I'm gonna do my best. I might miss a couple notes, but it's important to me to do it. Wish me luck. You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. Then people gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. Working, why? I can do this, okay. Verse. Waiting at the station with the workday wind blowing, I've got nothing to do but watch the passers-by. Mirrored in their faces, I see frustration growing, and they don't see it showing. Why do I? You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. then people gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. I have often asked myself the reason for the sadness in a world where tears are just a lullaby. If there's any answer, maybe love can end the madness. Maybe not, oh, but we can only try. You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. Us. Then people gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful. You're beautiful as you feel. So I think maybe what I'll do is record in advance guitar, percussion, and bass, and then just make a goal of playing along to the track to fill it up. And then I can still be doing my goal, which is playing and singing live, but it would be fun having the other support underneath it. Thank you, Gathadora. That was very scary for me. Because to answer this question from Penguin, how difficult is it to sing and play piano at the same time? It is so much harder. It is so much harder having the rhythmic percussion element with piano separate from the singing voice. It almost feels like you're doing two opposite things at the same time. Thank you so much for practicing this one, Joe. It means a lot. I mean, it means a lot for me too. Like, I first discovered this album back in college. I went to a thrift store and I found a vinyl player that was really cheap. And I was like, I've always wanted one of these. Let's just do it. So I bought it. And I remember carrying it around through Boston and getting on the T, this big clunky vinyl player. And I called my dad when I got home, who's a big music lover, especially singer-songwriters, Carole King era, like all that kind of stuff. And I was so excited. I was like, Dad, I bought a vinyl player. And he was so excited that he met up with me in Boston and gave me some vinyl records. And he was like, these are absolute classics that you need to have. And one of them was Carole King's Tapestry. And I would just sit in my little apartment in Boston. And when I first heard Beautiful, it felt like a hug that I really needed. Because as many of us, I think, can agree, college, or even if you're not in college, like 18 to 22 for that age, it's freaking hard. You're like figuring out a bunch of stuff. And I was having a tough time, but I used to listen to that vinyl all the time. I have the vinyl. I also got my mom's Tapestry cassette tape. Oh, I wanted the cassette tape. This back here is a little cassette player. I might try and see if I can find one too, Cathador. Luckily, cassettes are so cheap, and I feel like they're cool. Are they the most practical? No, of course not, but I really like them. Well, heck yeah, I conquered my goal of singing and playing the piano today at the first time. Voice crack. How about we make our way back to playing over tracks with the violin? Let's do some pretty video game violin pieces. To introduce myself to anyone new that might have stopped in, welcome, and thank you so much for giving me and my stream a chance. What I do here is I play over video game soundtracks. I listen to them and I can write out the music based on what I hear. So I have 6 binders filled with video game songs, if you like that sort of thing. And I also make loops playing lots of different instruments and sing on top of them. So if any of that interests you, I hope you consider following. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm adding new stuff to the song list every week. And I'm always taking lessons and trying to get better at my instruments. So that I earn your view if you come back, and I can be a little better than the last time you saw me. For Gabapum, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Have you ever tried to play a cassette and it starts playing at a much faster speed than it's supposed to? No, but I know what that sounds like. I feel like I've seen like videos of it or it in a TV show or something. But anyway, believe it or not, my friends, we have already reached 2 hours of streaming, which is awesome because I'm having so much fun. I feel like my attitude on stream has felt a lot more relaxed lately. Which again, I have you to thank for, so thank you. What I'm gonna do is take my second break real quick and just use the restroom, have a drink of water, and then when we come back, let's play some video game songs. We have an open queue right now, so if people want to type in a certain video game song you want to hear in chat, I'll just pick some of those. And if you want to look at the song list, I'll put it in chat for you. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. And I will be back in like 3 minutes or so. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, I am back. Thanks, everybody. Chris wanted to hear Summer Sky. You got it, dude. Summer Sky is the green binder. Bye, Martin, over on YouTube. Thank you again so much for the really, really generous donation. I really appreciate you. And I promise I'll check out Epica. I also want to make sure I leave time today to do some sight reading with you guys. I've been experimenting with some different kind of thoughts and strategies and ideas for stream. And I kind of like the idea of picking a song or two a week, maybe more. And then, oh my god, Kimchi just appeared out of nowhere. He jumped on the counter and was stretching up the wall. You couldn't see it. Anyway, he looked really tall. It was funny. Okay, focus, girl. What I wanted to do was on Friday have like a set list of 3 or 4 songs that were either new things or things I wanted to tighten up and make better. So maybe I can pick one of those today. Also, you guys, I'm so sorry. I just realized I have to take my medication before 3. So I need to run downstairs again. I really apologize. Ironically, it's for my ADHD, and the fact that I forgot it is kind of hilarious. Kimchi, you want to say hi to everybody before you chase me downstairs? For those who haven't met him yet, this is my cat Kimchi. How you doing? How's Mr. Bimby doing? You're a good boy, honey. The irony is so bad. Pencils, I forget if I've even taken it, so I have to purposely take out 2 a day so I don't forget if I've taken one of them. Which is also really dumb. Anyway, I gotta do that real quick. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Now I'm back. Thank you. Sorry about that. Let's see. So we had Chris ask for Summer Sky, which I'm happy to do. So let's do that. It's a really beautiful piece from the game Unravel. And it features a traditional style of like Swedish fiddle, which is really beautiful. It's so interesting to me to hear how like so many different countries have their own kind of type of traditional fiddle playing, and it makes me really motivated to want to learn all of them. Okay, Summer Sky. And I have one more sip of this tea, which is probably already cold. Medications start working. We got there. We got there. Let's see here. I feel like after doing a more fiddly piece, I kind of want to do more fiddle-styled pieces. There's one song, another one from Unravel, that I think is so cool, but I feel like I need to figure out what type of bowing it needs to make it match the track. And also the double stop. So I kind of want to mess around with it for a second and then I'll play with the track. I'm going to first do it without and just kind of see how many changes I can make to it to make it feel more authentic. So let's see. I kind of like it coming in on the fourth note there, so it's like. It's kind of cool to have it go in and out there, like a. guys, Rena's taking me to my very first K-pop concert, and I'm so excited. Not only for the show, but to see Rena, because we love Rena. She's one of the best people in the whole world. I'm really excited. Saturday, baby, let's go. Okay, I want to try and do this with the track now. Halling efter Per Luf. I just tried to read a Swedish title, and I'm aware I probably butchered it, so my apologies to any Swedish friends. Let's go. Oh, hey, wait, no, hey, oh, just, oh, I had it. No, oh, come on. Okay, we're back. Yazili, thank you for resub. I feel like there's still little adjustments I can make to that to make it better, but it's a good start. For the mall, welcome. How are you? And Yazili, thank you so much for 28 months of resubs. I really appreciate it. Also for Distracted by the Enemy, it's wonderful to see you again. Rena, can you help me? I forgot the group we're going to see. I didn't recognize them. I do love me some K-pop. I'm still dipping my toes into it, but I mostly been listening to a lot of the girl groups, especially for my workout playlists. Girls' Generation has gotten me through many a treadmill, let me tell you. I like Momoland too. But yeah, it's fun. Doing that one makes me want to do a refresher. I was asked to do a song, I think last week, that I hadn't played in a very, very long time, which is one of the Celtic fiddle tunes that I do. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? I'm obsessed with the soundtrack now. No? Where did I put it? Someone asked me to do Father Kelly's. Yeah, this is it. So I think what I'm gonna do, you're gonna hear my transcription program noise in a second. K-pop. So is the group called Demon Hunters or? Anyway. So I mentioned how on Friday I kind of want to have like a set list that I build every week. Oh, it's a movie. I mean, I did watch finally the rest of Squid Games, and I need some more Korean entertainment because I really like the shows that I've seen so far, and I like the music I listen to. Oh, it's a K-pop group that also fights demons? That's awesome. Hell yeah, I love that. That's dope. Let's see here. So I think I'm going to make my first commitment. I want to start a thing where every Friday. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. There we go. When I open a program, the mic mutes for a second. That's what's happening there for anyone who cares. On Fridays, I want to pick a song per stream that I make a goal to have ready to perform on Friday very smoothly. And I would like to make this my first goal for that. I want to do the best I can to have like a different genre per stream that I pick. So this will be the Celtic one. I'll probably pick a loop as well, and maybe like a new video game transcription piece as well. I think I found with myself that having like as much of a schedule as possible has been really helpful to help me not only get through things, but get through things with less anxiety. And I would like to have a bit more structure on stream, not like so much so, like we'll still have the priority requests open and everything, but I feel like I'm looking for a bit of a change, and that could be a fun thing. Like maybe I could even look into getting like a new overlay, like a cute notepad or something for what the set list would be. I'm very open to feedback on that. Maybe I can, you know, involve you guys on the process of what to pick for those sort of things as well. But first things first, I want to review this. This is a piece I learned a long, long time ago. So long that I forgot that I even learned it. And I want to practice it now with you guys so I can do it on stream more regularly. What I'm going to do is probably record myself playing the guitar accompaniment and then play the fiddle live on top of it with you guys. I have a sample of a bodhrán, which is a traditional Celtic drum. And we're going to find a tempo that feels good. This binder's in the way. So that's probably too slow. I want to push myself a bit, so maybe like that feels okay. Are these drums too loud for you guys? Let me know. And let's try and do some Celtic sight reading. This is a wonderful piece. Well, two pieces. Father Kelly's Reel, and I do that straight into another piece called The Reconciliation. Celtic fiddle songs and a lot of fiddle genres like to take two songs and put them together. So you play one song, AABB, AABB, and then the next song, AABB, AABB. Sometimes there's even three. And for this one, I found a piece called MacArthur's Road a while back, but it's right here. But I never learned this one. So that's why I'm putting it on the set list for Friday, because it will give me motivation and direction to do so. So let's see if I can do that. I would. Well, not kill. That's too intense. I would be not pleasant, we'll say. Okay, let's do the sight reading. Binder's kind of covering the music. That was much cleaner than the first time I tried it. I want to know how you make it sound like there's two pieces being played at the same time. Well, they are two pieces. Like even something as small as like when you hear me say, for example, AABB, what that means is that for the first song, there's one melody and we're going to call that A. You play A twice. And then when you get to the second half of the song, we call that B. So the A section for the first tune is this. You do it twice. This is like basically the rule for every fiddle style, every fiddle piece. There's exceptions, but for the most part. You play the A part twice, now the B part, which is... Do it again. And then you play the A twice. I hope that makes sense. And then once you go through the first song where you play AABB, AABB, then you can begin the second tune that you play afterwards. So the A part of the second tune, which is in the key of A, a different key, this is reconciliation. Do it twice. And then the B section, which is this. And that format is great for a bunch of reasons. One of the best parts, and I think one of the leading reasons why they structure it like that, is by playing each section twice, it gives other players a chance to listen once and then be able to play along. Because the whole point of fiddle tunes, not the whole point, but a good chunk of it, is that they should be designed in a manner that it welcomes as many players to be able to sit down and just play along. So typically they'll go through an AABB format for sometimes like 6 minutes straight. And some players can get kind of like experimental and try different things with it. But that is the structure of most fiddle jams that I've been to, which I'm admittedly not as experienced in, but I have some. And I've seen that that is the case for Celtic, Old Time, and Bluegrass. Those are the 3 jams that I've participated in. So yeah. Let's see. I kind of want to play the home themes from Monster Hunter. And then I'll see how I'm feeling after that. I do have some goals to record today, so I don't want to tire myself out completely. It looks like we're getting close to 3 hours. So I'll probably play for another like 20 minutes or so. If that sounds good. How's everybody feeling, by the way? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I've been really trying my best lately to kind of mess around and figure out what feels like a good structure. That's both helping me become a better musician and also being entertaining. That's really important to me. So I'm going to do Poke Village followed by Burna Village and then maybe some sight reading if we have time. Doing swell here, just waiting for it to actually rain. We've been getting mornings of rain all week. And I also hope that we get it. Let me check the weather real quick because I'm curious. Stream is great. Why does it say fart on the blanket behind me? No! Why does everyone keep saying that? It's my partner blanket. It doesn't say fart. It's my partner blanket. I worked hard for that, okay? So don't make it just a big joke, okay? It means a lot to me. Everyone's just making it a fart joke. We do work hard here, thank you. Low-key though, I might make that and put it in the merch store. I don't know if people would buy a partner blanket, but let me know. Let me know if you want to be the first customer if I make Fartner blankets. PlayStation. I have a thought, but it's so bad. But the Fartner Plus option would be immature idea for the Partner Plus blanket option. Oh, but it's more gaming stream content than this stream, which is PG and nice and wholesome. Oh, but I want to say it so bad. Oh, but you can't censor audio. Oh, this hurts so bad. That's the joke. Thank you, ASMR, yeah. I wouldn't be the first. Just saying. Okay, I gotta get away from this. Let's play the next song. Adult woman. Hello. Very mature adult woman present. Okay. See you for Mr. Smith. feel nice and warmed up and ready to record some strings today. I'm working hard on my YouTube recordings that I'm prepping for you guys. I know I move historically extremely slow, and that's still the case, but I am recording successfully a little bit every day. I've been getting a lot better at recording strings and vocals. Honestly, one of the hardest things that I was forcing myself to do based on my wonderful vocal teacher, fellow streamer, Krissa, the Cyber Bard. Please check her out. She's amazing. She didn't force me, she highly encouraged me to get used to recording vocals without any reverb or anything. And it was so hard to force myself to do that. But she was so right, because then you can really listen and know exactly what you're doing. It's extremely, much more vulnerable, but it's definitely resulted in this being one of my better vocal recordings I think I've done. So I'm very excited to keep that process going. A part of me wants to keep going as I'm having so much fun, but I'm really trying to restructure and make sure that I leave enough energy where I can spend the latter half of the day recording and prepping new stuff for you guys. So I'm going to make that my last song for today. I'm sorry, I want to keep going, but I want to reach these other goals and continue to have other things, to share with you. So if you enjoyed this stream, I hope you consider following and coming back sometime. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I am making a goal of having a 4-song set list on Friday of new things or polished things. The first one I've chosen is going to be that Celtic trio of Father Kelly's Reconciliation, MacArthur Road. I'm going to already say that the other goal is going to be the backing track for Beautiful. So I'm going to play piano live and sing for that. On the other 2 streams, we'll figure out the other 2 that we'll put on the set list. Probably the others will be video game centered because I want to balance it out. We're trying out some new things here. I'm planning out things for new overlays. In September, I will have been streaming for 6 years, and I'm not ready to have everything slow down on here. No, I love it too much. So as long as you give me a home here, I'm going to keep working hard. And I have some ideas that I'm excited to try out. Potentially including the Fartner blanket, which people seem to enjoy the prospect of, which I find hilarious. I cannot believe 6 years. That's so unreal. So, one of the things I really want to do is make more connections and friendships on Twitch with people outside of just the music category. We almost always rate a music streamer. However, I found a YouTube channel that I adore. I've watched all of her videos, and I realized she's a streamer, and she's live now. We're going to visit a game streamer. I hope you guys stick around for the raid. She does amazing video game essays, and a lot of them are my favorite games that I've talked to you about, like Rule of Rose, Haunting Grounds, and she does an excellent job explaining why these games are so iconic. Haunting Grounds will be the next cosplay that I will be doing, thanks to Anonymous, who purchased the Throne cosplay. So whoever that was, thank you. I'm so excited. There's 2 more up in there, but we got Fiona from Haunting Ground to look forward to. This streamer's name is Tango Mushi. And again, I just love her videos. I think she's so talented and so cool. Tango Mushi. Thank you again so much, everybody. I had a blast today, and I'm feeling really encouraged and motivated to record some music after I eat some lunch here. And I'll be back again tomorrow at 3 p.m. for anyone who wants some more music. I'll also be live Thursday and Friday. My friends over on YouTube, thank you so much. Seeing things starting to grow over there is also just making me absolutely elated. I'm so happy. So thank you. And before I sign off, be kind to yourself. I'm trying to do the same. I know it's not the easiest at times, but I think we all deserve and are capable of being kinder to ourselves. And I'll be here whenever you want some music. Bye, my friends.